In Acts 20, we get a list of people traveling with Paul. There are names that we'll see come up in the epistles. It's interesting to see where they are from, and they're joining themselves to Paul here in the history given us in Acts. We'll see Aristarchus in prison with Paul. Tychicus we see come up as a faithful messenger for Paul. He delivered to the churches a couple of the letters we read in our Bibles. People gather around Paul to hear him teach one last time before he sets sail. Paul takes advantage of this one last time and preaches all night. One young man falls asleep sitting in an open window and falls to his death. In the only record we have of God using Paul to raise the dead, Paul picks him up and tells everyone he's alive. He goes back to preaching, and they break bread together. Paul wants to avoid spending time in Ephesus, so he sends for the leaders of the church in Ephesus to come to him. They want to be together. They want to see him. But Paul tells them some shocking things. He tells them of things to come. He says they'll never see him again. He tells them that some will teach twisted things and draw disciples away. Paul warns and warns them to be alert and to pay attention to the flock and to themselves. Paul reminds them that Christ bought the church with his blood and had himself, by the Spirit, appointed them as overseers. Paul declares himself innocent of blood because he knows he didn't shrink back from continuously proclaiming the gospel and didn't hide anything. Paul points out his example of working hard and of providing for himself. He uses that example to remind of Jesus' words, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." Paul gave everything, all the time. Paul gives them to God in the word of his grace, which is able to build you up and to give you the inheritance among all those who are sanctified. God's word is able. Read it, learn it, hide it in your heart.